Reality chat, man, from your device, you know, it's a unique one, aromatic, realistic TV. Anyway, today, my viewers and subscribers, the matic in the dark, yeah, me a whole a reasoning by myself. And me say right before the general election, the JLP biggest accomplishment, what them brag about so much on the campaign trail, is that them reduce crime to half, and crime has reached the lowest in decades under Andrew Holness. We see where the judicial killing of the young men of Jamaica slow down and come to a halt. Everything is at standstill right before the general election. Now, my viewers and subscribers, after the general election, things take a drastic turn. When we see all 23 police went and execute a 22-year-old youth. We see where 11 get shot and them say 5 dead. We see all them murder a girl and put him in a suitcase. We see them just murder another youth in a car and a next youth. What I'm saying to you, my viewers and subscribers, how is it? It take the Prime Minister 9.5 years to reduce crime to half, as they tout the lowest in decade on their political campaign. But now, after the election, we see the crime turn up back. After the election, we see the crime turn up back. So my viewers and subscribers, all well-thinking Jamaican, we don't have to start asking ourselves some serious questions, you know. Then, if it take the Prime Minister that long to reduce crime in half right before a general election, everything at a standstill, and then after the election, the thing turn up back till a buck. What that I tell you, say? What that I tell you, say, well-thinking Jamaican? It not tell you, say, the man them have the power to turn up the crime when them feel to turn it up. And them have the same power to turn down the crime when them feel to turn it down. Just read between the lines, no man, and understand what is taking place right here. If it is that you can slow down the crime right before a general election, and after the election the crime turn up back, that they tell me as a well-thinking Jamaican, say I demand them they cause the crime in a Jamaica. Because if you can turn it down and you can turn it up when you feel like, the man them have the control to solve the crime problem in Jamaica. But they are not trying to solve the crime problem in Jamaica. What they want to do is bring fear into the people of Jamaica and use it as a political tool going forward. Where anytime we are having an election, you can bring this to the Jamaican people so that you are reducing crime and you are solving crime, because you already have the people living in fear. You use the crime to drive fear in the people. You use the police execution to drive fear in the people. But it's the government who is in charge. The government is the ones who are turning up the crime and turn it down in Jamaica when they feel like. Come on, man. Well thinking Jamaican, ask yourself, man. Crime is inoculating Jamaica under this administration for 9.5 years. And leading into the general election, we hear that crime reduced to half. And crime is the lowest in decade under Andrew Holness. They use it on their political campaign as one of their biggest achievement and accomplishment under the Andrew Holness administration. But the question that we have to ask as well-thinking Jamaican, then how is it the Prime Minister and his government were able to bring crime to a halt just before a general election, and right after the general election the crime explode, the crime turn up till it buck? What is going on? It is clear. It no need rocket scientists to figure out this. You don't have to be a scholar. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be the brightest one in the room to figure this out. It is simple as ABC. If you can turn down the crime before election and then after election you turn up at the crime, it is telling me that is the government of Jamaica is creating the crime in Jamaica to benefit them. They use it to their own benefit. Drive fear in the people, and momentarily before a general election, all crime was at an halt. They reduced crime in half. One of Andrew Holness' biggest accomplishments. Then ask yourself then, if that's the case, then immediately after the general election, crime turn up back in Jamaica. Uno no say I play the man they play uno. The man have uno like a puppet. The man have uno like a talifier, puppet and a string. Anything why him use pa uno digest it. Anything why him tell uno run with it. Uno not even read between the lines. And they say no man, something not right here so. Because the 9.5 years they did there, brother, and crime is out of control. But momentarily before a general election, crime cut in half, and crime is now at the lowest in how many decades in Jamaican history. One of Andrew Holness' biggest accomplishments that they told so much on the campaign trail. But momentarily after the general election, crime turn up until it buck. So when I come to that realization and the full understanding, it is telling me that is the government of Jamaica is causing the crime in Jamaica to drive fear in the people of Jamaica, to use it to their advantage whenever they want. Because remember, it's the same Prime Minister who touted in the House of Parliament, Him can turn it up whenever him feel like, and him can turn it down whenever him feel like. No, this is the reality, my friend. They turn up the crime when they feel like, and they turn it down when they feel like. They have the power to spark the crime in Jamaica, and they have the power to calm it down when they feel like. And that me I left on with this morning. Just think about it, my viewers and subscribers. As I said before, you don't need a rocket scientist. You don't have to be a scholar. You don't have to be the brightest one in the school. All you need for this one is common sense. All you need for this one is common sense. For 9.5 years, you did not do anything to solve the crime problem in Jamaica. Momentarily before the general election, we were told that crime cut in half. and the lowest in decade under the Andrew Holness leadership. One of his biggest accomplishments going into the general election. And after the election, the crime turn up again till a buck. People is dead in right, left, and center. Police execute people right, left, and center. Just think about it. The government of Jamaica, they are the one who is promoting this crime thing in Jamaica. Alright, that's the thing there. Until then, on the Matic will chat again. The signature word, it never change. It remains art of love. Peace and love. The Matic is out.